Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.
I'm light years ahead of the competition.
You are.
Light years.
I've heard that about you.
Yeah. No, I did.
In the future.
I've done all the research and all the I've hired the professionals, and my team is the best. And I'm light years ahead of the competition.
I'm sound waves ahead of the future.
Wow. Wow.
So you've got a little bit of a one-up on me.
Still, though, I mean, you got to think about, sound moves pretty fast.
Sound moves fast.
Pretty fast.
Not as fast as light, but
no, I mean, we can beat it with a really fancy airplane.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But that's how trend-setting I am. I'm in the sound level. You're at the light level.
Yeah.
So at least we have...
But we are, regardless, we are ahead of the competition.
Regardless on how we got there, we're ahead. Way ahead.
We're so ahead of the competition. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I can't. People are just amazed. They're constantly...
Everyone's in awe of us.
And how far we are ahead of the competition. You pretty far. Me... Light years.
As the saying goes, light years. I was just enjoying the sound of the way that my voice changed as the coffee cup got close to the mic. It gets kind of cavernous, like hello.
See, what we got to do now is we got to get the sound, what the audience needs from the show that is light years ahead of the competition.
Yeah.
Between sound waves and light years ahead of the competition is just the concept sound years.
Yeah.
You are sound years.
Sound years. Yeah, I know. I said sound waves. It would have been funnier if I had said I am sound years ahead of the competition.
You know what? I think I'm gonna let's cancel everything we said at the beginning of this.
Okay.
Let's just say this podcast is sound years ahead of the competition.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. However far sound can travel in a year.
Yeah.
That's how far we are ahead of the competition.
We are sound years ahead of the competition.
In fact, at the end of the podcast, we should stop with this beacon of light in a gloomy environment. Just say sound years ahead of the competition.
That's the thing about slogans is you're supposed to change them like every month, so that we have hundreds,
yeah,
that are sound years ahead of the competition. I like that. Sound year. That's funny.
Yeah, because it's stupid.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. How's your day?
But he's good. But he's all right. Yeah. I'm enjoying also my coffee.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my voice will disappear for a quick moment as I look at grab my coffee. And now I have my
coffee.
Oh,
there it is. And there it is.
So let's see. Do you think the audience wants to hear what it sounds like?
Yes, I think of course they do.
A cup of coffee.
This is the ASMR experience right now, which is that thing where you listen to like sounds very softly. It's like a phenomenon, right? Have you ever done an ASMR video?
No, that sounds...
Yeah, no, it's inappropriate. It's not inappropriate. It's a whole thing. Now people parody them. It's been out for a couple years now, but it's like people make YouTube videos of very soft, whispery movements. So like there'll be like an entire channel of somebody just opening a packet or striking matches or something like that. I'm serious. And people get into just the clear, pure, like literally like, I'm about to open up this bag. Like that, that's what they're into. They're into the very. There's some. I don't know enough about it.
Should we just the rest of this episode?
Well, then we'll be very NPR, right? Like, welcome to the Biofriendly Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob,
and I'm Noel.
We're here to talk about the environment.
Now, hold on one quick moment.
You're gonna sip your coffee. Well, we have a reason to kind of celebrate.
You keep talking over my coffee.
Oh, sorry. Go. Again. ASMR.
I'm trying to do one thing.
Give it
this
to me.
This whole podcast.
Give it to me.
You're pulling us back by at least a sound ear. Hold on. Here we go.
That was very nice. That was very nice.
I had to do that thing with the breath that you take.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was iconic in like Coca-Cola commercials in the 80s. There was always the gasp.
Yeah.
I bet you people booked the job because they had a great gasp. You know what I mean? Like they probably went into audition and there was somebody who was just sipping and enjoying the Coke and they're like, I like it, but it's missing something. And then Mark came in and was drinking and he was like, and they were like, oh my God, this is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
This man's a miracle worker.
That gasp of delight.
Now I know what Coke truly is.
But it works because you're like that little sound. That was the first ASMR. That was the ladies and gentlemen. That was
in caveman times.
In Coca-Cola commercials, that first gasp. That was literally the groundwork. That was the Run DMC. The you know what I mean? Like that was the first. That dude, Mark, who got that audition and that gasp was like he's the prophet.
We should make a Wikipedia page of quasi-accurate facts.
Yes.
Like we should have like quasi.
I think the internet already does that.
Yeah, well, you're probably right.
But I know what you mean.
It's
but
called
like
the internet, Noel.
But I know what you mean. Like that's specifically the point.
Right.
Is you visit this site and it's
And
like the facts are like.
Yeah, like it has things like, oh, this is the story that I heard of how this came about.
Right.
And then you cite the story out with full detail as if it was
Yes.
completely 100% the truth and cite sources.
Right.
Yeah.
Conviction, time, 1968. You know, just completely reference things as if you know what you're talking about. And then they look up the source, and it's that's it's definitely not talked about at all.
It's Mark's cousin Cal.
Yeah,
is the source. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Kind of a quasipedia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll reference it on this podcast as if it's true.
As if it's and we will use that as a source.
We will become the most false, deceiving podcast on the market.
If there's one thing that you want in your podcast when you're trying to get people to understand the environment and make a difference, is to be known for having quasi-accurate facts.
Yeah. Quasi-accurate. Yeah. Facts of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So that was a reach. That was a big time reach. But I was going to say why we're celebrating this episode specifically is
I'm glad we're celebrating all the time.
We're celebrating. Nice. We always celebrate. Well, it's not a holiday.
No,
it's that we're on video. We're on video.
Well, hello there.
Right?
Hi.
We're recording this so that we can show people the process.
Yeah,
because it's important. Because it's important when you go down in history that you document it.
If you're going to be in the Smithsonian, which
if you're going to be famous,
factually we know is going to happen.
And nowadays people love to see their hosts.
Oh,
they don't just want to hear them.
Really?
They want to see them.
I got to start dressing better.
I know. I thought about that. I actually thought about that today.
I want to look at.
I wore a sweater that looks like I'm at a poker tournament, and I'm only going to play. Yeah, I know. It's like
no. See, okay, we got to cut to you on this scene.
Yeah. Well, we gotta so cut to next episode. We're wearing tuxedos. Nothing, just casual here. The Biofriendly Podcast.
That's it.
We're always dressed.
This is how we always dress for the Biofriendly Podcast. Exactly. Is in tuxedos with a glass of cognac.
That's right. Very sophisticated. We are sophisticated. Gentlemen.
We are. No. I'm sophisticated at least.
Yeah. Well, I have a cool subject today. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting because so you and I, we did the Tough Mudder race together. Remember that?
We did.
Many moons ago.
I will never forget it.
But we did do the Tough Mudder. And for those listening, a Tough Mudder is a, I guess you would call it a race, but with obstacles.
But with a pole in your...
Yeah.
No, I can't finish that sentence on this
Tough
PG
Mudder
show.
was created by British Special Forces, and it's like we did a 12-mile race, and you do obstacles. You jump in like tanks of water, ice tanks of water.
Yeah.
And crawl on mud on your belly under barbed wire. And then in ours, there was electric shocks and all this stuff. It was terrible.
There's a lot of electric shocks.
Yeah.
I was expecting maybe one electric shock. There were 3 different events with electric shock.
That was my least favorite thing, and when people ask me about it, I'm like, I'll never do it again because because the electric shock was too much for me.
I'll tell you what, though.
What?
We should wear headbands if we're going to be on in this. We should definitely wear our Tough Mudder headbands.
For sure. Episodes. I still have mine, the orange iconic headband.
Absolutely.
You keep that forever.
Yeah.
And I still have the shirt. And when I would wear it to the gym, I was like, hell yeah. Dude,
except the shirt smells funny. Did you find that? It took me forever to wash.
You have to wash it.
No, I did. It's still there.
No, mine's normal, but it's like that really cool.
I love the material. How it looks, but it still smells like somebody dipped it in kerosene.
Oh, I dipped yours.
That's because you dipped mine in kerosene. Well, that was
sorry.
But I apologize to
the
people of Tough Mudder for making fun of your shirt. I apologize. It turns out it was Jacob.
I've been dipping all your shirts in kerosene.
I've been dipping your shirt in kerosene.
As if the person would notice. It's honey. All these shirts smell like kerosene.
Why are these shirts soaking wet and smelling like kerosene?
This podcast is so funny because we have the topics that we get to, but man,
it takes us a minute.
We like to just take our sweet time.
Is that a hint that we got to get sound years ahead of this conversation?
We got to get sound years ahead of this conversation. No, I don't know. I have fun on here. You have fun on here, and now you can have fun too. So I brought up the Tough Mudder because I remember in all races I've been in, there's always littered plastic cups everywhere, all over the place, right?
Yeah,
like when you're running, you've got those people that are handing you the water or the Gatorade or whatever, the electrolyte, and you look around and there's just like plastic cups everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, at the London Marathon, for the first time ever, they were passing out, and this is going to sound weird, edible seaweed pouches.
Edible seaweed pouches.
Yes.
So seaweed has the water in it?
No, so this is exactly.
What's happening?
What's happening? Exactly. So this is a pod, and I actually have an image of it. And so everybody knows on podcasts what you do is now we have video, so I can at least back that up. But we have, so this is what
people can watch. This is
what
through your
no. I have it ready.
Oh.
I have it ready. So it looks like a gelatinous ball, right?
Wow.
Looks like a gelatinous ball.
That is 100% a gelatinous ball.
It's called an Ooho.
Oh. Ho.
Ooho.
Oh,
yeah. Oh. When I saw the way it was spelled, it's spelled OOHO exclamation point.
I would say oohoo.
Right. That's what I was saying as I was reading the articles.
Ooho, yeah.
I would say like ooho.
Yeah.
But apparently it's called Ooho.
Ooho.
Yes.
Okay.
So this thing was developed a couple years ago.
It's very hipster. I'm impressed. Because if you spell something to be clearly pronounced one way and then pronounce it differently, that is such a solid hipster move.
Yeah, it's like, you thought it would be Ooho, but it's Ooho.
But it's Ooho, because you're stupid.
Ooho, yeah. And it has an exclamation point at the end, which they'll probably drop and then bring back again and drop and bring back.
It's going to cause a lot of controversy.
It's going to be like, I was into it when it had the exclamation point.
Yeah, but now that it's just a period.
Yeah, whatever.
Forget it.
But it's like a gelatinous ball. This company was called they were called like Skipping Rocks Lab, I think, and they did a crowdfunding thing a couple years ago in London. What are you laughing about?
I just had this stupid thought. I'm sorry, podcast, we can't get anywhere in this podcast because they give it to me. What if it was a question mark?
Oh,
Ooho?
Ooho?
And that's what it sells the most. Like when people don't wait, is it an Ooho? Or
not?
Ooho?
Yeah. But I'd say question mark exclamation point. So it's kind of a frustrated one. It's a frustrated question.
I love it.
Yeah. So this thing is this company was called Skipping Rocks Lab, and they were in London.
I am so sorry. We should continue this thing. I put this in airplane mode. I swear to God, I did.
Is somebody trying to get a hold of you?
And someone's still trying to call me in the middle of this. So if you could just talk for a minute over this podcast.
No problem.
While I sort this issue, technical difficulty out.
I will give you some information. So it's called Skipping Rocks Lab. They did a crowdfunding a couple years ago. And they basically developed this material. They developed it themselves, and they call it Notpla. It's Notpla. And that is it's based off of seaweed and some other plants, but it creates kind of like a biodegradable plastic, faux plastic. It's not plastic. It's made out of the seaweed. So, how's your camera? Is it going good? It's going good?
Almost there!
So... We'll keep the clip on me the whole time that this happens.
Let's just keep the whole show on you the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just never show you?
Just don't show me. I'm so ridiculous.
No, the idea behind it is that Jacob there's not a co-host.
The co-host is just...
It's Fight Club.
It's
literally another version
Jacob
of me.
I don't exist.
You're a manifestation of my mind.
I don't exist. I'm your alter ego.
I love that.
That's all that I am.
Wow. Yeah. That's all I could dream up.
Yes, that's it. I'm the best you can do. I'm sorry,
just
pal.
another me.
It's just
a guy who's exactly like me who laughs at the same stuff that I do.
You're not that creative.
Jeez.
You thought you were so creative.
Oh
you thought you were
man,
so good. No,
I really did. I didn't come up with Tyler Durden. I came up with Noel Carroll.
No, you came up with the lamest alter ego.
No, not lame. Just an exact replica of me.
The same thing. Yeah. I basically came up with someone I'd hang out with sometimes.
I came up with somebody that's just fun.
That's sweet. For those of you who are curious, and I'm sure we all are.
Yeah.
What happened was I didn't turn off my Wi-Fi. And apparently the Wi-Fi kept going on through the airplane mode because airplanes because you can now do Wi-Fi on an airplane. So I imagine they changed airplane modes.
They did. So it doesn't always shut off the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi.
Right.
It leaves it on.
So I got phone calls through my Wi-Fi somehow. So I just turned off the Gwi-Fi and I put it in airplane mode, and I feel fairly confident.
Yeah,
that
this will work.
This is going to happen.
But that's what happens when you do your first video podcast episode. Is you're gonna face these problems, and then you're gonna overcome them.
Yeah.
At this sounds.
We are sound years ahead.
Sound years ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell.
You can tell. Look at us.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you heard me say that the Skipping Labs, they developed through crowdfunding.
Okay.
Notpla is the name of their. So they must own the.
Is that spelled NAUGHTPLAH?
Yes. No, it's NOTPLA. Notpla. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But
it's probably Nootpla, as a big middle
It has an
finger.
umlaut?
Yeah.
It has an umlaut.
Yeah, because they wouldn't put two O's.
There's definitely an umlaut over the Nootplat.
I would like to please have the Nootplat.
Yeah, it sounds like a German dish.
Yeah, it's a German dish.
Do you have the Nootplat? How do you prepare the Nootplat?
The Nootplat is sort of undercooked. If you could just take a moment, please.
I hate undercooked Nootplat.
It's the worst kind of Nootplat there ever was. And I won't have any more of it.
Yeah, definitely not.
Okay, sorry.
So they developed this Notpla.
Notpla. Okay.
So Skimming Labs with the Ooho developed the Notpla, and now I think last time I checked online, they changed the name of their company to Notpla because that's like their.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? Right? Yeah. Skimming Labs was too accessible. Yeah. Now let's go to Notpla. Yeah. That's their technology. Like that's what's getting them things. So they for the London Marathon, they partnered with a sport drink, Lucozade, which must be like European, like Gatorade. Right. I guess Lucozade. I don't even know how to say it. If you are English,
how's that spelled?
Lucozade.
Okay.
So it's like Lucozade.
Lucozade.
Yeah, Lucozade. That's probably it. Lucozade. Yeah.
Lucozade.
I'm Lucozade.
With Notpla.
Here with my power blade. Right? Sounds like a guy with a leather jacket and a sword. He's like, I'm Lucozade.
I've got Lucozade. If I was a Pokemon master, that would be the only thing I drank.
Yeah.
Lucozade. I would.
Yeah.
I would.
So that was the name of the energy drink. They partnered with the Notpla folks with the Ooho.
Okay.
Ooho. And they put the energy.
What language are we speaking?
I don't know. We need subtitles.
Me too.
So they put the sport drink in this thing, and then at the London Marathon, they would stand on the side and hand it to people. You pop it in your mouth, the packet pops.
Okay.
You get the sport drink nourishment.
Yeah.
And then you can either swallow the thing because it's completely edible.
All right. I mean, it's seaweed, right?
Yeah, it's like made out of a seaweed type plastic, but they say it's it feels like a pouch.
Okay.
And then or you can spit it out. You can absolutely spit it out, and it'll dissolve in about 5 to 6 weeks or something like that, just like a fruit peel.
Right.
So it'll just biodegrade on its own.
Right.
So I thought that was kind of crazy cool. And this company has gone into not just the sport drinks, but they've done like at festivals they do like shots of like booze, so you could like serve
booze
in the yes. So you could get like a vodka, Ooho.
Yeah.
You could get a vodka in the Ooho. You could get like a a tequila or whatever. But they have it in these things, so you don't have the shot glasses. You don't have the little plastic ones like that. But you could be at a festival, and you could be The only downside of it, I think, though, is if it pops before you get it.
You lost your shot.
You lost your shot. Like, what if they're charging like $10 for your vodka shot, and you're like, "Hey guys,
oh no,
right?" Because they can't be that durable because we've
got to be able to chew through them at least.
Exactly.
But and obviously we're speaking from so much expertise because we've both used Oohos so many times.
Oh yeah.
But I would imagine that if it's a filmy kind of material that's made of a seaweed-based whatever, that it probably stretches and it probably has a plastic-like quality.
Yes, it is like, I mean, when you look at the picture of it, it has that kind of like it looks like it gives a little.
So I would bet that it's probably less likely
to pop
than the shot glass that is being held.
That's true.
So
and those will spill.
I don't know why people don't use Ooho for all their shots.
I think every piece of liquid from now on should be
in an Ooho. Let's think about the environment because think about how many less people would die if they could get their shots from an Ooho. Than if they get their shots from a glass, because you got to take the time to actually chew through it.
I know.
You got to actually go. You've got to get them in front of you.
I just had a thought though, because I'm more of a beer drinker than a shot taker.
Yeah.
So like I think about like I order a pint of beer. Well, now I got to order a pint of Oohos. So like
it's just like a giant ball
so the glass,
filled with beer.
Yeah, it's like I'm at the bar. Yeah, and it's like a bunch of mini ones, or it's a giant one, and I have to bite the tip and then just kind of suck out the side.
As you're
oh my god, that's amazing.
That's the only way to drink IPA.
You're on a date with somebody and you're like, yeah, so tell me more about what you got going on lately.
So you're just, you look really nice in that dress tonight.
Nice. Yeah, it looks great. Can you get some shots? You're just throwing.
just people throwing balls at you.
So it was fascinating, and I think that what they're doing is cool. This company, they did a crowdfunding thing, and they asked for £400,000.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting like 800,000, I think, in the first run. So they doubled it, and so now they're partnering with all these other people. But this is like we're going to begin to see more and more containers, glasses, plates, all the things that we've come to get used to. You go get a salad and it's in a plastic thing.
Right.
All these places where you're used to it a certain way. There's going to be this big movement of more and more containers that are
biodegradable.
Biodegradable.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's the goal. That's what you should do.
Cool.
I mean, this is, and what's nice for me is it means that avocados aren't winning totally the day.
Yeah.
That there's some hope that maybe...
Don't get Noel started on avocado.
Can I tell you another secret?
What?
This is my second.
Wait. But do it softly.
Okay.
Do it softly. Because we get intimate.
We went before into my preference not being avocados. And
we did.
The problems that causes for my life emotionally.
Yeah.
I'm also not preferable to seaweed.
Preferable to seaweed?
I'm not.
I don't think that's a one.
I don't. Because on sushi, one of the biggest things of sushi that gives me a hard time is they wrap it in the seaweed, and I'm like, man, this is like salty weirdness. And the texture
seaweed
stinks.
is an acquired taste.
It is.
And it's one of those things that we eat it. It's in things.
Yeah.
But you kind of feel like, were we ever supposed to?
Like, I'm not supposed to have this in my body.
This feels like it wasn't meant for us to have.
Right.
But I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But you're not. I don't think you're going to be the odd one out.
Like
on this,
I might have support.
Avocados.
I might have support on this.
You'll have a lot of support because it is a strange thing. I love sushi, but it's seaweed isn't what makes it for me.
Right.
So
See, I have sushi at least once a year, on my wife's birthday, because she loves it, and so we'll go and I'll order up sushi because then she can get more different rolls if we all have some. So I eat it and I just I'll that day I pretend like it's my favorite, and I totally love this sushi. It's so good. I've tried every sushi. Yeah, everything. And people keep saying, "Oh, you'll like this one. This is better." So it's not from a lack of effort. I really put my time in.
Sorry, I was laughing in my head because you said, because I know your wife's an actress, and so you said rolls, get more rolls, and I thought that would be such a fun double double meaning every time you get sushi. You're like, I'm booking this roll, I don't know why that was dumb. Yeah. But
a certain percentage of the show has to be dumb. Yeah. Otherwise, it's not working.
Look, I'm never gonna say that I'm not dumb.
No.
I have been.
And you should. You shouldn't.
Look.
You should never say.
You confess that you don't like avocados and seaweed, and I'm here to say, I'm a little dumb.
That was so brave.
I'm a little dumb. That was
so brave. All the dumb people out there who are listening to the podcast right now, every single one of them, they've found a voice. Yeah. Someone finally, all these idiots, moron, dumpster fires of people, finally found have somebody who can speak up for them and say, "Oh,
we're here for you.
This guy's dumb too."
The ASMR Dumb Channel. We're here to support you. Yeah. There is something, I don't know what it is about when we speak softly on this show, because I have it in my ear, that it is kind of like, oh, that's very nice.
I'm so satisfied with this.
Comforting. But so all the funny words that we've learned, Lucozade. Yeah. Lucozade. The Ooho. What was the other funky word that we said along the way? Oh, it's Notpla. Notpla. So we have all these things that are technology. So then I was looking and was like, all right, is there anybody else working on developing these things? And then there was another company. I didn't get the name. Sorry. I'm only going to focus on Notpla, Skipping Labs.
I think it was Spurgeonflot.
Yeah. It was Spurgeonflot. Yeah. And they developed, they're doing vegan based containers like bottles. But it's based off sugar. And so but here's the thing. And you and I know this because we work in movie business stuff. Yeah. Everybody knows in our world, and if you don't know, whenever you see a bottle break over somebody's head in a movie, that's sugar glass. That's sugar glass. That's so if you see an action film and somebody strikes somebody over the back of the head with a bottle, that glass is made of sugar. Yeah. And that's how you can do it. It doesn't hurt. It just kind of pops,
apart very easily.
But it looks like that.
Right.
So this is what I thought was funny, is that there's this company now, and they're like, we're gonna make bottles out of this sugar, based thing. And it's like, we've had that technology forever. And nobody thought to just make it the container?
No, there's actually a reason.
Really?
There's 100% reason.
Oh, well, good. School me.
Bar fights.
Oh, because the Bar Fights Association was like, we cannot let sugar glass take over our club.
They just realized, like, if we allow sugar glass to take over this business, then we're going to get into bar fights, and nobody's going to get hurt.
Nobody's going to win.
It's just going to be a bunch of sugar glass just cracking open easy on people's heads, and no one's going to care. No one will get hurt.
I have been approaching this all wrong. See, I was going to say, I was like, it's funny that 50 years ago somebody developed it, and we're like, hey, we could save the environment. Like, no, we could smash some heads in feature films, and it'll look awesome. But I never considered that the Bar Fight Association, the BFA, would come forward and say, look, this is our arena.
It's the BFAA, actually, because it's only an American association.
Oh, yeah,
They don't have it in Europe. Actually, they do have a BFAE. They have a BFAE.
Yeah. England?
It's not even Europe. It's just England.
Oi, what did you say? You step up, bruv?
Yeah,
get in a bar fight. Yeah. Pub fights. Yeah. Oh, it's a pub fight.
They actually had a giant bar fight between the Australians and the American Association because both of them are the BFAA, and they wanted to fight over who was actually to get to be BFAA, and the battle rages on.
Yeah. The Pub Fight Association, PFA. So
I love how much energy and time we've taken to break this down and make sure that people understand.
But I think sugar glass has been out there forever, and now there's a company coming out with it. And so we could get to a stage where they are finally, the Bar Fight Association of America
has no choice
to accept that all bottles. And I think that for a little while we're in transition, and some people don't know that it's not glass,
right,
you could at least look pretty tough by finishing your beer and then eating your bottle.
People be like, oh my God. That guy is hard.
Yeah, and then they find out later it was sugar.
Girl's hard.
Anybody eat your bottle.
Yeah,
eat your bottle, look hard.
Equal opportunity.
But then eventually it'll find out that you're eating candy. And then less cool. You'd be like, I finished this IPA, gonna eat my candy bottle.
Here's the guy who thinks he's got a candy bottle and starts eating the glass one. Right. But you gotta commit. Once you've started, you gotta eat that thing.
There's gonna be some fallout from the sugar glass revolution.
Absolutely.
But so that's another example of something that's coming that we're gonna see more and more, like water bottles made of like vegan-based sugar containers, which is like,
it's
crazy
fantastic.
Cool. Yeah,
it's awesome. And all joking aside, because we do that from time to time, it is funny.
Joking.
This is all
this
serious.
is all real. We put it on the internet.
You could just check Quasapedia.
It's there.
It's there.
That's right. That's what the name was.
One of the it is interesting though that you could develop something for the purpose of breaking it over someone's head.
Yeah.
Those many years ago.
Yeah.
Have it sitting there as like a perfectly viable green technology, and nobody uses it.
Nobody thought about it. Like, no.
We've been using glass since the 200s.
Charles Bronson's got to be able to smash some bottles over people's heads. We can't have this be in the green sphere,
right.
But now it is, and now I know the bar fights. I guess we have to talk to the king and tell them it's not going to happen anymore, guys.
Here, look. There's a pool table over there. Yeah. You got plenty of pool balls you can throw at each other.
Yeah. Or Oohos. Or throw. You could have these. They're filled with vodka.
How upset is the BFAA going to be when they replace the pool balls with Ooho
shots,
seaweed balls,
and sugar glass?
Yeah.
Man, the bars are going to be like candy. It's going to be like candy stores now. It's going to be drunk.
I don't know. I don't think people are going to fight in bars again. This is a disaster.
Sounds wonderful.
Oh,
sounds delightful.
I mean, this is great.
Well, it's just funny because like if you're in a bar and you did have a bunch of shots of vodka in these Oohos, you'd have just basically like a bin of these gelatinous balls. And so, do you like a candy store?
Yeah.
Does he have an aluminum scooper?
Yeah,
and he's like scooping it across the bar.
Yeah,
here, everybody.
Or if they have them even like
a shot?
Put in I imagine these kind of wooden pirate style barrels. Like just spread out throughout the bar, and then you've got these little, like you said, the candy scoops in each one. You pick up the little sugar glass plastic cover. It's not plastic; it's sugar glass cover. You pull out your thing.
And you eat it like that.
And you just eat it. That is the bar of tomorrow.
Do you want to open a bar? I think we should.
We should open a bar.
I think we should open a bar and have it be just nothing but green.
Yeah.
Booze.
The green bar.
Yeah, the green bar.
Yeah.
And so the way we serve shots are in the Oohos. And then we have the sugar glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna.
Man, we are saving the planet.
We are.
One
drink
industry
at a time. One industry at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is exciting. This really is, because I do remember when we did Tough Mudder.
Yeah.
That there was plastic cups all over the place.
Oh yeah. If you've done a race, a marathon, a triathlon, whatever they are, if you ever have been to those things, there's plastic everywhere, and I'm sure the organizations work to clean it up, but like I did, race on the Malibu coast. Yeah. There's just such a great risk of a lot of that ending up in the ocean. You're right on the shore.
You're right there.
Sure, you have a crew that's working to clean it up, but there's going to be somebody who throws something and it's going to go out there. So,
I mean, that's me.
Yeah.
I actually aim for the ocean. I throw it, and then I put my middle finger as I run.
That's great. Good. You're in the right podcast then.
Like I said, environmentalist through and through.
That's great. Well, that was the topic of the day. The Oohos, the Notplas, the
well, kudos to
Lucozade. Yeah.
Yeah, well, kudos to them. I mean, that's really awesome.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think we need to get some.
Yeah.
And I think we should talk to them too.
Yeah,
I think we should get them on the show.
Look, it's awesome. It's cool that they're doing it. We're fully supportive. We've made some jokes, and hopefully they don't take too much offense. We'll get letters, I'm sure. We always get letters.
If you make a gelatinous ball full of liquid to eat as a job, you got to have a good sense of humor.
You got to make room for those of us to have a laugh.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems like not a business that's like, we take this very seriously. Very seriously.
Look, here's the situation.
Notpla?
We've made these gelatinous balls for the environment. And if you're going to make fun of them, then we are going to send over people with sugar glass to smash them over your faces.
And it won't hurt.
but you'll notice.
You'll understand what we mean.
You'll get the point, and you'll look very cool.
Oh, so good.
So congratulations anyway. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah,
so supportive of that. That's really great that people are going this direction. And I'm down. Next race, there better be Ooho balls.
Ooho balls. Oohos.
Oohos.
Well,
Oohos?
Oohos?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we did our first video, and I think that, one thing that people will see for the first video podcast is that I laugh so much that I cry and that my nose begins to run and I have to sniffle through half the podcast. But, that's my signature move.
But you look so handsome doing it.
Thanks. You too,
really
buddy.
do.
You too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been a fantastic episode. I've been Jacob.
And I've been Noel.
And this has been the Biofriendly Podcast.
Your beacon of light.
In a gloomy environment.
Sound years ahead of the competition.
Boom.
It's the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.